Hello and welcome to Sailing Elsie. My name is Seth and I aim to earn your subscription today. So it is bright and early Friday morning, about 6:45, maybe 7 o'clock, and I'm going to pick up the previous owner who's going to help me move the boat up to the area where I want it to go. So we're going to shove off here probably within the next hour and see what we see. All right, so we're off. We're leaving Morro Bay, and we'll see how she does. She's got to run for like 60 hours, maybe 72. So the wind is super low. We'll probably end up motoring most of today, and we'll just play it by ear, see what happens, and make it happen. All right, I'll keep you posted. All right, so I am on the bow, and we're about close to sunset. It is Friday. It's a Friday. Anyway, that's our first full day of sail, or not sail, but power anyway. And we're just going to continue through the night. And we should be, we're coming up on Monterey. There's a rock over there. A little rock sticking up, that's Monterey, right around that corner. And then we should be in San Francisco about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening tomorrow. So we'll give you some more updates. But for now, let's enjoy this beautiful sunset. Alright, we're just over 24 hours in, and we're doing good. We've made, I think, 167 miles in 24 hours. No, sorry, 134 miles in 24 hours. And a little foggy this morning, lots of whales jumping and breaching, and too far away to get a good video or picture of, but still beautiful to see in the distance. It's something I've never seen before in person, so I'm very excited about it. Anyway, I've got 4,866 more miles before my first swallow tattoo. So anyway, that's the update. Just motoring along. I don't think we've touched the throttle since we left. We've just been doing the same speed, same RPM the whole time. We'll update with anything interesting. Alright, so we are motor sailing now, put up the jib, and picked up an extra knot of speed. Apparently there's an airplane up there. We are about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours out from the Golden Gate Bridge. So right behind the sail is evidence of the Golden Gate. through, then under. I'm not super familiar with the bay, but I'm gonna guess that's San Francisco over there and Oakland over there. Just a guess. Bridges everywhere. KQ 7193 Union Pacific Railroad Bridge. This is sailing vessel Elsie. Requesting you open the bridge. Over. All right, so we made it to our destination, and this boat sticks out like a sore thumb in this marina, as you will see here in just a moment. And I feel like I did a pretty good job at telling the story and bringing you guys along for the ride, but there were a lot of things that happened that I feel like I should have recorded, and in hindsight, you know, there were just so many things for me to juggle in the moment that I didn't think about it until afterward. So I'll take a moment and tell you a little bit about it. So we went through 2 more bridges after that first one you just saw, and the 2 following ones were swing bridges. Also, before we went through that bridge that you saw just a moment ago, we spent a night on anchor in Benicia, and we took the dinghy to shore and went to a little Hawaiian restaurant that was there, and the wind was whipping and the current was flowing pretty strongly. And so on the way back to the boat, which was several hundred yards offshore just to be in water deep enough, the dinghy ran out of gas. And so my partner ended up rowing and rowing like there was no tomorrow. And then I fiddled with the engine, and it would run for 10 seconds and then putter out. And I'd fiddle with it again, and it'd run for 10 seconds and puddle out. And I figured we would just end up going to the gas station, you know, go get back to shore and go to the gas station. But he didn't give up. We got there and had a good night's sleep. And then in the morning we went up the river. So we also had the throttle cable break. And so it was stuck at idle. So we went down there and put a screwdriver in the throttle linkage of the engine to keep the revs up and keep us moving along. And he said, hey, there's a spare cable under one of the beds. So I went and got it, and I put it in, and it's not perfect. I kind of had to jimmy it to get it to go in, but it worked absolutely perfect, and kind of saved the day there. And then we ran aground twice. Once after twice right after the second bridge that we went through. And I wish I would have got the other bridges on film too. Didn't, sorry. Anyway, we go through the bridge. He's looking at his phone on one app. I'm looking at my phone on another app. And our information about the depths of the water don't agree with each other. So we're trying to figure our way out, because this is a relatively shallow slough. There's a lot of places that said it was 3 feet deep, and we were only about a foot above the low tide mark with 2 more feet to go. So anyway, we hit the first one right after the bridge, and within 5 seconds we went from 5 knots to 0. And so it wasn't like a huge abrupt stop, but it was like stopping. Okay, we're stopped. And the whole boat just lurched forward. And so we put it in reverse,
floored it, and about 30-45 seconds later, we were able to back up off of it and found our way around that shallow spot. And then about 10 minutes after that, both of our apps were agreeing that there was a deep spot on the left, deep spot on the right. We were on the left, but we wanted to get to the right because it was deeper after this particular spot. So we tried cutting across, and we could feel it starting to slow down. We were definitely dragging on the bottom. Now, the bottom's mud, so it's not a huge big deal. It's not like we're dragging across rocks. Anyway, so I floor it to try to, really get through it. And then the exhaust note changes, which means we clogged the cooling water intake with weeds. So there was no cooling water going to the engine. So we go down and we turn the engine off real quick. And we had enough momentum to get us through that shallow spot. So that was good. And with no sail up, we were still seeing 3.5 knots of boat speed with tailwind and no sail up. And we're able to control the boat. So there was no danger of, floating into something else we didn't want to float into. So we tossed a little bit of sail up and finished the last, 3.5 miles. And then we had to wait for an hour for that bridge to open. And so I dove in the water, pulled the weeds out, got that fixed, took care of a couple other little things. And then we made our way through the bridge to the dock. And I parked this thing like I've been driving it for years. I mean, literally turned it around and pulled right up, and it was I was impressed myself. I was a little nervous, but it doesn't handle like a sport boat. It's more like driving a barge. It's a big, heavy boat. Some other little news is I received my first unsolicited donation or contribution to the channel. Thank you, Lou. I appreciate it greatly. It's my intention to have this whole endeavor be crowd-funded in the long run, but these first few that I'm getting is just I'm just taking it as a compliment. So thank you very much. Another thing is some of my friends have mentioned that they didn't like the song being at the end of the video, that they thought I should put the song somewhere else or put it behind a video. And I'm curious, since most of my viewers are, if not all, are friends and family, I'm curious to hear from some of the other people. So please let me know what you think in the comments down below about the video at the end. Do you guys kind of like not want to watch it? Is it better to put it somewhere else or get rid of it altogether? I am going to just make a playlist where everybody can listen to all the songs just by themselves. And, so while you're cleaning the house, you can just turn on Elsie music. And I'm also going to, in 2 or 3 more episodes, I'm going to pay a service that will put it on all the streaming apps. So you'll be able to say, Alexa, play Sailing Elsie, and it'll just play a playlist of the songs that I put up. So anyway, yeah, I'm really curious what everybody's thoughts are. Do you like it? Do you not like it? My intention was to kind of put it as a incentive for people to watch through the whole video to get to the end, but I don't know that they're as valuable to everybody else as they are to me. I love the songs. I listen to them all the time in the car, and I'll put them on when I'm cleaning, and I enjoy the heck out of them. Anyway, please let me know, and I'm not sure what song I'm going to put on here, but I'm going to put one on right now, and perhaps we'll be changing this format in the future. Thank you, all of you. I appreciate everyone's support. Until next week.
Sunlight on the deck above, waves crash, a gentle shove, but down below, a world serene, safe harbor, a peaceful scene. Laughter rings, stories told, friends gathered, hearts of gold. Dice roll, cards are played in this haven, memories made. Down below, where secrets reside, love and laughter coincide. A shelter from the storm outside. Down below, where hearts confide. Lovers whisper soft and low, embraces warm, a gentle glow. Family gathered round the table, sharing stories, a bond unshakable. The galley hums a culinary dream, pre-preparing meals, a joyful team. Spices blend, aromas rise, creating magic before our eyes. Down below, where secrets reside, love and laughter coincide. A shelter from the storm outside. Down below, where hearts confide. When the sun beats down with might, down below we find respite. Cool shade, a welcome embrace, a sanctuary in this tranquil space. Down below, where secrets reside. Dreams are born and love sees us.